So I have two Spooky2 setups. This is my one that I have downstairs where my little office desk is, and I have 8 remotes set up here, all in use. Started out with 2 and have just expanded over the last 2.5 years. So that's how I have my remote system set up. That's an old computer, and I try to basically use it mostly for the Rife long distance work here, remote work. This is my other setup that I have in my treatment room. So I have another computer, and then I have my Gen X hooked up to that. And I have these other products that I use, the Flash, Big Mat, Mini Magic, the Light Pad, HeaWea, and I have the older cold laser, that's the handheld. So those are the products I have currently. I also have the Scalar, which I just purchased recently, and I really haven't had time to dig into that too much yet, and I need to find a better place to set it up. But these are the things I have up in my treatment room. Okay, now that you've met the furry friends, I think it's always good to have a picture with information. I'll tell you how we have used Spooky2 in some great healing for them. I'll start out with Ruby the Beagle. We've had Ruby 7 years, and she's going to be 14 this week on the 27th. She was at the Humane Society. Someone did send her in and had a letter that said this is when she was born. They didn't have a lot of information, but did say that, you know, how old she was. So we do know she's going to be 14. And then she had been there too long. No one had adopted her. And so there was some information put out that she needed to go. And a rescue group had taken her in. And I got her from the rescue group. One of our dogs had passed away. And I usually have 2 dogs. And so it was time to get another one. So Ruby came into our home. And Ruby had apparently really bad ear infections there. She did not have any more after we had her. She was really overweight. She's lost 11 pounds, you know, which we worked on right away and stuff. And she kind of had a lot of structural issues. She had a hard time getting her head up and seemed to have a shoulder thing. So she had some chiropractic care, which really helped. And then switching over to some really healthy food. I started making her food for her because I could tell right away that she had allergies. And so the allergies kind of really play a big role with Ruby's immune system. She had some abscessed teeth that we had to have removed and a couple times. And then, but it really bothered her digestive system. So especially in the spring when the snow melts and the mold's out there and everything's blooming, she would get really sick. And it wouldn't just affect her as far as she would get lethargic and her eyes would get watery, but also her digestive system would just not be well at all. And she would, you know, throw up a lot. She would have diarrhea, and that would lead to her anal glands getting abscessed. And it just really became really a problem. So I was doing good things with her diet and good things with nutrition and supplementation, but which really helped over the few years. And then once I got the Spooky, I decided to do some remote work for her with that. So what I've been doing with Ruby for the last year is running a few programs with the intestinal inflammation and disease programs, allergy programs, ATP Generate, and also a Bach remedy program for loneliness. So Ruby's just the sweetest thing. She likes, you know, everybody, she likes the other animals, but she just tended to stick to herself and stay to herself quite a bit. And just kind of that lonely look, you know. And so I started running that right away. Now, I can tell you about a year we've been using these different programs for Ruby, and this last spring she had no anal abscesses. She had did not go through the whole diarrhea and throwing up during the springtime. Her digestion's been so much better. Her energy has been so much better because she's not having that allergy time of the year. and honestly, she's just a lot more limber and slim and active as well. So it has helped her so much, and I'm just really grateful to be able to have added that because I really think it's helping her live not just a longer life, but a longer feel-good life. So that's my testimonial for Ruby. Made a huge difference with the whole digestive issues and the allergy issues for Ruby.